Today we're going to show you how to make Linzer biscuits using Cooking Oddities cookie cutters. We're using a shortbread pastry that we've pre-made. The recipe's on the packet. The first thing we do is dust the surface with some flour, just some plain flour. We've got about 3mm thickness, and we dust it to stop the cookie cutters from sticking to the dough. I'm going to take one of these cookie cutters. These are for sale on the cookingoddities.com website. First thing we do is make the base of the cookie. So we take the pattern piece out of the cookie cutter and we set that aside. Then we use the cookie cutter side to start cutting the base and just press down, give it a little wiggle, and there's our base. So you can get quite quick at this after a while. Press down, give it a little wiggle just to pick it up with the cutter, and just gently push it out with your finger, and then set them onto your baking tray. The next thing we're going to do is cut the pattern with the biscuit to put on the top. There's a little plastic insert with a plunger on the other side, and what that does is plunges the biscuit out so it doesn't get stuck inside the mould. So we cut, that cuts the middle out, give it a gentle plunge to pop the top of the biscuit out, and that gets cooked separately, and we'll go on top of the biscuit once we've cooked both sides a little bit full. If you want to add the little extra heart shape onto the biscuit, you pop your biscuit out, and there's a little hole in the centre there. You can also pop the heart shape out and put that on the top of the biscuit as well, just for added little bit of decoration. If you have enough dust on the top of your pastry, the little heart should pop out quite easily. The only time they get stuck is when you don't have enough dusting flour on the surface. And to avoid rolling your pastry too many times, cut them close to each other or to the previous one that you've cut, so you're using up all of the pastry and you don't have much left over. And make sure you have jam that's lump free, otherwise it's not going to spread evenly. So get a little teaspoon of jam, not a whole teaspoon, just a little dab of jam for each one, and gently put that on top while they're still hot. Let them cool down for a minute or so, just until they're firm. Spread the jam out a little bit, but not to the edge where it's going to start spilling out the edges. Or you can get a piping bag and do this if you want to do them really quickly. Then we get the tops and just gently push the tops on. And as it cools, the jam will stick to both sides, the top and the bottom. Just give it a little wiggle so the jam settles into all the crevices. And if you want to add a little extra decoration to your biscuits, you don't have to, but you can use the little hearts that you had for the cutouts and just gently stick that on the side of the biscuit. A little bit of jam on the back of the biscuit just to make it stick. or you can put it over the top just so you can see the jam peeping through. You can put the jam in before you cook the biscuits, and the jam cooks into the biscuit and makes it a little bit moist and softens the shortbread a little bit. So if we put the jam on and then lay the biscuit over the top. So we just let the biscuits cool once we've put them together with the jam, and we have some with the little hearts on them and some without. Then we get some icing sugar and lightly dust the biscuits with icing sugar. And there you have the beautiful Linzer biscuits made with the Cooking Oddities cookie cutters. We also have other designs, butterfly, smiley face designs, a leaf design, a star design. We have Christmas trees, and there's plenty of other exciting things to be found on cookingoddities.com website.